Well, hello there to our bots. Uh-oh, Siri bot, you're not supposed to grab that star. That's for the other people to get. You're a bot. You silly bot. You silly bot. How you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day. I know nobody's here just yet, but I wanted to just make sure that everyone is, you know, who may be listening to the YouTube stream later. Kaizen, hello. And Ball Pit Anomaly, hello on and welcome on in. Boss Rackham says, howdy hey. Hello there. Oh, okay, Kaizen. We'll see you soon. Lonnie says, I just started writing chapter 24 of my book. That is awesome, Bean. Somebody's been mighty busy with their pen, creating fires on the page as they write. Yeah. She Was Fluffy says, good afternoon. Hey, Ohio. Hello there. Oh, that's a cool looking little pony down there. I like the color scheme. Totally not biased. Hello, Waffle of Ollie. Zoo Kaibolt. Hello and welcome. Hello, Cheetie. Hello there. We got Experiment 18825. Hello there. My goodness, a lot of new names I've never seen before. How you guys doing today? We must be being shown to a whole bunch of new people today. Dio's Wolfie says, how are you doing today? Well, I guess I'll be real with you. I'm actually having not such a great day right now. I don't know what it is, but I'm in a really poopy mood. So I was like, you know what? Maybe doing a stream and doing a workout will help me pull myself out of it. So here I am. Lonnie says, actually, I've been typing it, but yeah, I've contacted Endemic Creations about my story and they want to hear more about it. That's awesome. Oh, is it you, Kaizen? On a different account? Aw, thank you very much, Fluffy. Boss says, surprise, I've switched over to the Twitch stream. Hey, welcome on over. Great to have you. So I'll be hopping on the treadmill here in just a little bit. I'm just doing my usual thing, which is waiting for the first 15 minutes to say hello to everyone. Lonnie says, that sucks. I hope you feel better soon. I'm sure I'll feel fine soon. You know, I have quite a lot of good days, I'll say. And having a down day is not gonna really ruin me or anything. Yeah, you can switch over to Twitch if you like. If you like the more widescreen aspect ratio, you can do that over there. We've got some games to play over here on this side. You can't see it on YouTube, but there's some games over there to play. You can use the chat system for that. She as Wolfie says, what's got you down? Just a mood? Just remember you're appreciated for being you. And I really appreciate that. It's just a mood thing. I'm just kind of like, I'm not really sure what it is. I guess it kind of feels like I'm just grumpy with everything right now. Like stuff that normally doesn't bother me is really bothering me today for some reason. And I just feel grumpy at a lot of stuff right now. But I know that it's not like actually something I have to worry about. So every once in a while this happens to me. So I just gotta get through it, and I'm hoping that maybe doing a little stream with you guys here today will help improve my mood a little bit. Honey says, I'm jealous that you're always in such a good mood. I wish I was as cheery as you. Oh boy. I'm sorry, not you. Okay. Uh-oh. No, I do try to be in as good as a mood as possible. I have definitely had my down days when I was younger, and being able to be as happy as I normally am is definitely very much something I appreciate so much. I have so much positivity in my life, and I'm very much lucky for that. Pixelmod says, well, look what does that say? Look who's where we work out tonight. Hi, Cheeto. Hello there, Pixelmod. Hi, Bean. Did you see our new pics on the wall? I noticed there was something new about, like, the colors in here are slightly different. Like, that wall over there is, like, a little bit darker than usual. And I do think there are some more pictures over there. I'll have to take a look at them later. Maybe I'll hop in for the workout today and actually join it too. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a workout myself here to try and boost my mood here a little bit. Smiley says if I get a workout in, it might help me kick this garbage out of my system. So I'm going to do that today. She is Fluffy says, we all have those days. Just remember to stay hydrated, treat yourself to a sweet treat, and get some R&R. It's the weirdest thing. Like we were on a what is it called? A vacation. And I absolutely loved the vacation. I had so much fun. But then I got home and I just felt exhausted. and then I didn't stop. I just kept going. And I think that might be what's got me in my spot right now, is that I just kept going. Like yesterday, I hosted Wally Wednesday for both the afternoon and then the late night one as well. And maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I don't know. People were smiling and having a good time, so I couldn't say no to that. Hi Bolt says your joke shorts made my day. Part of the reason I have this second channel now. Ah, that's awesome. What are you gonna do with that channel? The other one's for your boating stuff. What's this one for? Lunar says hello there, Bean. Hello there, Bean. Hey Zephyrus. Oh, it's Nazumi. Hello. Wow, we're having a whole bunch of people show up right now. Wow. VT Arxela says, leg gasp, I'm Bird. That's me. Wow. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm on the wrong input. There we go. Now I can see it. Let me move this a little bit.
Hey, pump it up.
No, I'm not going to do that right now. Not right now. I'm going to hop on this treadmill, though. But I will be doing some squats with you guys later today. Was that a fart? I mean, your little characters down there can do that. Do you mean like when I was turning around looking at the pictures back there?
On the
I'm not sure. That might just be me stretching. I was doing a little stretch when I turned around like that. Well, I mean, in my defense, Lunar, I have been trying to make it to some of the workout things now. Been trying to be good about that. And the funny thing is I think the past couple times I have joined, you have been missing. Which is too funny.
Because they're rude. They just barge past.
Zephyr says, why are barges so hated on the water? Because they're rude. They just barge past. Nice. Whoa. Where'd you all come from? We only just started. There's 17 of you guys right now. Wow. So, something's going on right now. that only just started as soon as I started streaming. And I really hope it isn't what I think it is, because the last time this happened, it was like a week's worth of like downtime for me. I really hope that's not what it is. This thing that happens to me once in a blue moon, where I just get like super depressed for some reason. It feels like that's happening right now. BT Arxela says 17 whole burbs tweeting the same time. I know. Oh, I'm missing some messages. Sorry about that. Pixelmod says Lunar pinged me that you are not only live but on our turf. I had to crash. Of course. Spearman says, wow, I didn't expect so many to come so fast. I know, right? Where'd you all come from? You guys all have like the notifications turned on or something? What is that? That's crazy. Pixelmon says I can make it worse if I ping my workout burbos, and don't do that. Don't do that. Not for me. Don't do that. She was fluffy says, question, if I may, why do you do treadmill workouts on stream? Is it just multitasking on something you do regardless, or is there something I very likely am missing? So unfortunately, and I shouldn't see it like this, but I do see doing the treadmill as a waste of time for me. Like if it's just doing the treadmill and like watching a video on TV or something like that, I find it as just like a big waste of time. I know it's good for me to do that, especially at my age, but I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it not feeling like it's something that I don't have to do, or it's just something I really don't want to do. However, if I do it while I'm talking to people, it makes it fun, very fun. Like I don't know. I don't like Smiley. He'll do the same thing, but he'll just watch YouTube videos and stuff like that, funny YouTube videos. For some reason, I don't get entertainment out of that. I've tried, it just doesn't work for me. But when it comes to talking to you guys and getting like interaction, you guys help it feel fun. The time passes so quickly, and I easily will go way over the normal time that I would normally do on a treadmill, just because I just find it so relaxing, which is kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing this stream here today. I wasn't gonna do a stream today because I'm just feeling the way I am, but I know that if I do it, I'll at least probably get a mood boost out of this by talking with you guys and walking on a treadmill, getting the blood pumping, and hopefully maybe knocking whatever's going on up there out. Lunar says, especially at my age, okay, Grandpa, get the joints moving. No. Get out of here, you goober. When you hit, so if you guys didn't know, I'm 36. So if you guys didn't know that, now you do. But when you hit like 30, you gotta kind of like start looking after yourself, which is one of the reasons why I do know it's an unfortunate thing that I just see this as such a chore. I know it's good for me, so I do that. Hey, furry video, thank you so much for hitting the follow button over on Twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, being welcome to a new Cheeto. It's supposed to pop up there, but it hasn't done it yet. I don't know if it's going to. Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't start the thingy. How do I do that? I think this is it. We're gonna get a flash? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, it's covering the whole screen. There it goes. Hello, Rilu. Howdy, hey Bean. Did you go to feed your bird friends today? Poison says, I'm going to show YouTube some love. She was Fluffy says, being level 38 in life. I agree. Our warranty on life has expired, and so now we have to do maintenance to keep ourselves optimal. Hey, Jake Fox. Welcome on in. Hey, Likia. Hello. What time is it now? Oh, it's 15 minutes. I'm going to hop on the treadmill now. No, I'm hopping on the treadmill, you bean. Stretch before that? Alright, fine, I'll do that. I am really... Where's the camera at? Here it is. Give me just a moment. The Steam interface is in the way. There we go. Oh, come on, controller. There you go. Oy. There we go. Wow, that felt fantastic, that stretch right there, that one in the air. Okay. Real says, yeah, it was nice. The seagulls were a bit annoying, but the jackdaw juvenile was present and happy, so it makes up for the stinky gulls. That's awesome. Mod says, we actually moved stretching to after the main event now. Helps remove soreness better, it seems. Very nice. Oh, it's not turning on. Uh-oh. Oh. You know, like, so many things seem to have just stopped working since I left, and I've only been gone for a week. Hold on. That's it. Why is this unplugged? I gotta find out if I can get back there. Give me just a moment, guys. I apologize for whatever I'm doing on screen for you guys right now. I can't even see what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not flashing the camera. That tends to be a thing this character does. There we go. We're good. We're good. You're a wee chomp pal. What's that? I've done that though. That's the thing. Like, for some reason, my character just happens to do that an awful lot. I don't know why. Jake Fox says, kind of weird saying that, but some people like to know. I may have missed what you're talking about, but if you could mention again, I'd love to know. Your tail was hitting us? I was just fanning you off. It's so hot out there these days, guys. Here we go. There we go. We're going. We're doing it. Hey, Zayrix. How you doing, cutie? Welcome on in. Gloomdeer says, you full of Cheeto dust and cuteness. Them feathers tickled my nose, says Lunar Dimension. Big booyah. Lyric says, how's the high? Spyro the Dragon? No way. You just gotta believe. Thanks for hitting the follow button over on twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay bean. Welcome to a new Cheetah. We gotta switch up. We gotta switch up our avatar.
Dragon 1232.
Cheeto bot, you know how to say that. Spyro the Dragon. Ah, get yourself under control there. There we go. And we'll be this little guy for a little bit. Yeah. What was it? Xerix was like, how's the Cheeto? Or how's the Hio? How do I say this without it sounding super terrible? It's just, my mood is in the dumpster right now. So I'm trying to get myself out of it by doing a stream with you guys.
Bird be moving.
That bird be moving. Oh! Creeper the duck with a party of 3. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that raid over there, Bean. Hope you guys had a fantastic... I think that's also Phalanx as well. There it is. Raiding with a party of 4. Wow. Awesome. Great job, you guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic stream today. I'm assuming you were streaming the usual.
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Creeper the duck just raided with 3 odd ones.
Yeah, they sure did. Tarkov,
Oh shit,
yep.
there goes the channel. Phalanx 6 just raided with 4 odd ones.
I think I want to change up what he says whenever someone raids. It's been the same thing for like such a long time. I think it's time to change it up. Make it a little bit more cheaty, you know? Where are we walking to, mister? We're walking to the great beyond. We're gonna go walk to the next town over. What happened? What was that? Hydra Master 420. Oh, that's the funny number. Thanks for hitting the follow button over on Twitch. Twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. I don't know why it didn't come up on screen. That's weird. Wow. Derek says, Bean, you get a warm feather hug from Purple Awawi. And I hope you get better. Just a heads up, if you want or need to talk to me, my DMs are always open. Yeah, this is something that happens sometimes. Everyone probably deals with this, you know, having an off day, although it's been a couple days at this point. But I'm hoping things get better soon. It's only going to be for a little bit.
Gway.
I'm allowed to have my down days. I have so many good days. I have to have bad days too, because if you always have good days, how do you know what a good day actually is? You know? So I'll have my couple bad days, or day, whatever, and then I'll have a good day again, and then I'll realize, wow, this is so much better than the previous day. Hi says, why do I suddenly want to pet you? I need to have one of those. Like, exclamation point, pat. Everyone else has one of those. I don't get any pats on the stream. I need to have pats on the stream. Creeper says, yeah, the last run we got jumped by the goons, which are the biggest, baddest dudes in the game. And you killed them all. Very nice. Did you get any good gear from that? Look, Mom in the background. Is that you right there? Hold on. Is that you right there? That picture just to the left? Gloomdeer says, well, hope you feel better soon, Cheeto. Oh. Little bouncy heart. Wow. I'll feel fine soon enough. No worries. Even if it takes a week to get back out of it, like sometimes happens, I'll be fine. I got quite the support groups and stuff like that to get me through those things, so I'm not too worried about it. Hello, fellow space chicken. Have a lovely day. You too, Necris. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I hope you have a great, fantastic Thursday. Remember, tomorrow's Friday. You guys got this. One more day. One more day. Creeper says, oh yes, took bird's eyes sniper rifle, a 338, Lupa Magnum, and Big Pipes M60 LMG, loaded with M80A1 super good ammo. Nice. Kai Bolt says, the glasses on the Kita actually look cool. They look like they were made specifically for Cheaty. These are the very first glasses that Cheaty ever wore. I have since changed them for a lensless version, and that's so that Quest users can see the glasses perfectly as if they were on PC. I really care about my Questies, because I know that not everyone out there has like a super powerful computer or even a computer at all that can even do VR. And relegating your avatar to only being PC only because the Questies are plebs or whatever, I feel like that's just kind of just mean. I love making things accessible for people, which is why we do this, the charity and stuff like that. Food should not be something that you be a pleb for. Dude, I was in VR chat earlier today, and I don't know if this guy was actually doing this or not, but he walked up to me and said, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Yes, I am hungry." He says, "But do you have the means to get your own food?" I was like, "Yeah, I could walk downstairs and get food." I was like, "That's good." And then he asked the 3 other people that I was hanging out with at the time the same question. And everyone said that they could feed themselves. But I asked, are you doing what I think you're doing? Are you asking if people can't get breakfast, lunch, or dinner right now, and you're going to like donate to them so that they can get some food? And he said, that's absolutely what I'm doing. And he said that I was in a public space, so there was quite a lot of people there. And he said, yeah, I've already donated to a few people, like $5 or $10 just so that they could get like some food in their stomach. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome. I mean, I wouldn't do it that way myself, because the way that they're doing that, the money could be used for literally anything. But I super appreciate people who do things like that. You know, he's like, he said, I'm in a great mood and I want to boost the mood even further. And he was donating so that people could eat food. I super support that. I wouldn't do it that way, but I do super support that. I was random person I met, but I was super proud of them for that. Kai says, if I eat one of the feathers, will it crunch and taste like Cheetos or cheese? Or will it get bitten before that point? People do steal Cheety's feathers sometimes. Not the wing ones, obviously, because those ones are super important and stuff, but they do steal his feathers sometimes. And the joke going is that, yeah, he does have a Cheeto flavor to him. I don't like to fully admit that. I just say that it's a joke that's going on and stuff like that, and we roll with it and stuff like that, because there are people out there who will get really weird with that. You know, and I don't want to cater to that group. Lonnie says, why was that auto-modded? So if you're on Twitch, we currently have a strong auto mod right now, because there were some things that were going on and I wanted to squash that out. So far it's been going pretty good. I'll probably, maybe once whatever this thing I'm dealing with goes away, I'll lower the auto mod so people can be a little bit more free with their words, but try and just get around it for now. I apologize for the auto mod being a little aggressive, but it's kind of needed at the moment. Lunar Dimension says, still interested in Slimemo's offer to design me a moth-owned hybrid? Ooh, oh, owl. Do you have a mighty need? Yeah. That was loud. I won't do that again. I apologize. That guy is good. Yeah, he was really cool. Lonnie says, I already asked this, but I don't think I got a response. I may have missed it. Messages are kind of zooming by a little fast right now. What did you think of my story if you read it? I'll be real with you. I didn't read it. I just don't have the time right now. I didn't read it right now. Whoa, that's a big message. Holy cow. Lunar says you woke up half the stream. I'm sorry. I know people come here sometimes to like rest and stuff like that. I'll try to be more quiet. I'll be a little itty bitty bird. I'll be eepy. Creeper says, funny enough, I have an artist friend that was Funny enough, I have an artist friend that was forced to move out of their house they were at. They were stressing over not having food for themselves and their cat. So now I have 2 commissions in the queue from them. I don't like lending money, you know why? So they're earning the money. So they don't have to beg, and they get to practice their art and feel better about because the money is earned, not given. I very much love that. I do the same thing. I have quite a few artist friends that I keep tabs on because they help me and I like to help them. But anytime, and it has happened a number of times, but anytime like one of the artist friends are like, man, I'm like really struggling to get food this week or this month or whatever. And I'll purposely, I don't usually like commission like drawn art usually, which is something I think I should maybe look into doing just because it would be fun. But I usually will go out of my way and find for instance, it's one of the reasons why I have so many of Holly now, and that's why we had the little swapping thing happening now. But I'll go out of my way and go like, okay, hey, I have this free Evolve avatar. I need it textured. Can you do it? And then I know they can. And if they need the money, then they absolutely will. And then we agree on a price, and I always like, there's like, I'll do it for 30. And I was like, okay, well, you're getting 45 now. As a tip. I probably shouldn't mention prices or anything like that, but yeah, that's what I do. Jake Fox says, would you like a non-flirty compliment considering you started this stream? Go for it. I mean, if it's too much, I can always say no to it or something like that. You're more than welcome to do so. Compliments, I feel like, are things that I think people should do more often. People are always so quick to tell somebody off. Like, tell them, like, oh, don't do that. I don't like this. I don't like that. This makes me angry. But I feel like a lot of people, and I've been getting them a lot more recently, which is super nice. But like the compliments that I've been getting over on YouTube recently about like the videos, like helping people get through their days and stuff like that. Whoa. Holy moly. Gloom deer. Ow. I really appreciate that. You got me some SpaghettiOs. Oh, I can't wait for that. I super appreciate that, Bean. Thank you so much. See, that's one of the things well, I don't have them yet. They just ordered. I can't do it yet. They're not even here. It might take like a day. It usually takes like a day for them to get here. It's amazing how fast those come in the mail. But I really appreciate that, Bean. Thank you so much. You're helping feed the bird. Creeper says that's what I do with a different artist friend of mine. Since she has a dead-end job and USD is worth more than her country's money, so she'll charge like 5 and I'll give her 15. Heck yeah. MTB, hello. Give Cheaty SpaghettiOs. I can't eat the SpaghettiOs. They just ordered them. They gotta get here still. Thank you so much, Gloom Deer. You're over on YouTube. How did you do that? Normally, I think that's only accessible to people over on Twitch. Are you on Twitch as well? Or am I forgetting that I did something for YouTube? I really appreciate that, Bean. Like, it still blows my mind that people will send me stuff in the mail like that. Spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti's so good. Dragon Scholar says, hey Cheeto, I have a joke for you. I went to surf the internet, but then I got stung by a Blu-ray. Nice. Big Fox says, bounce ball chair? Yeah, I have one of those over there. I don't use it as much as I should, but I definitely have one. It's on your page, silly. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I must have forgot I did that. But I really, again, like, I really appreciate that, Bean. It will definitely go to good use. Oh, how hot is it in here? It feels really toasty. How long have we been doing this for? 16 minutes. It doesn't even feel like 16 minutes. That's wild. See, this is what I mean. I do these streams with you guys, and these treadmill walks are like nothing. Yebaday says, Hiyo Cheaty Bird is a great streamer. I really appreciate that, Bean. I'm so happy that... How do I say? Wow! Cooling me off? Wow, thank you so much. I feel so much more cooled off now. Thank you. But I had an old account that I used to review products. If you go onto my YouTube channel, you can actually see it. It's now called Cheaty Thoughts. It used to be my old character account. I'm trying to like rebrand some stuff. But I used to do product reviews for quite a while. And the comment section on those videos is a lot less fun to go through. Whereas with you guys, and I'm not saying like these people are bad or anything like that, but like the comments that I get from the YouTube channel and then also like here on Twitch and stuff, the comments are just so nice. HCB? Yeah, Hiyo Cheaty Bird. Yeah. Yeah, like doing reviews or how-to videos. I loved doing those back then. I feel like I could totally pick it up again. If I ever got around to it, because I was trying to be like professional with it, with the B-roll footage and all this stuff. It was fun to do it. I felt like a professional video creator when I was doing that. It was so much fun. But the comments were always like questions about how to get the device I was reviewing to work a certain way, or does it do this or does it do that. It was never like, thanks for helping me or anything like that. Which I super get so much over on the Hiyo Cheaty Bird. I apologize if I'm talking too much. Experiment says, I really don't have a lot to say because nothing really has happened to me, but I'm still working on my artwork. That's awesome, Experiment. Hey, if you ever have any artwork that you'd like to share, safer work, of course, we do have a section over on our YouTube channel where you can post your artwork, or if you like to be part of the Discord channel. Do we have that active right now? It may not work right now, but you can try typing !chat in the chat, and you can post your artwork in the media channel, and we would love to see it. Lonnie says, what are your opinions on my characters losing their mind because of the horrors that they're dealing with in my story? I feel like, oh my gosh, messages are zooming right now. I feel, if I miss your messages, please repost them so I can read them again. But I feel like reading, because like I take some stories that I used to read kind of not necessarily serious or anything. Oh wait, I did see somebody type swap to Seeker. I think that was Darrow earlier. Where is my Seeker? I'm super behind on that. Where's my Seeker? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I just being blind. There we go. There he is. There's the cutie. But I actually don't think I could handle. I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I don't know if I could handle like reading stories about characters losing their minds. Being in a situation where I was kind of like having to deal with stuff like that at one point in my life, it would kind of hit home a little too much. For me, anyway. Chat. There it is. It does work. Look at the big peepers. I know. So, if I haven't mentioned it before, this is my favorite avatar. I know he's not like the most beautiful, or I don't know. Some people don't call him cute. I think this character is absolutely adorable. I think he's a cute, adorable. He looks like a gremlin. He looks like he's here to cause problems, but he means well when he does it. You know, I love this guy. I love him so much. He gets so much hate though. I feel so bad for him, but I love including him in videos and then watching people freak out about it. Like, people freak out about this guy. It's like, oh, I don't like that guy. Don't use him in your videos. I'm like, I'm going to use him in my videos because he's my bean.
Does Lego count as artwork?
Lego? Artwork? Yeah, of course. Absolutely 100%. How Cheaty Bird? Does Lego count in artwork? Yes, 100%. Mr. Bird, do you like bikes? I like normal bikes. I don't like no, I like Harley Davidsons. I wouldn't own one. My, what big eyes you have to see all my favorite beans on chat today. Oh no, Lonnie, you're fine, Bean. Like I said, I didn't read your story or anything like that. It's just something I deal with. I've been trying to be a little bit more open about that. It's like, yeah, like a lot of people say, like, man, you must have like nothing wrong in your life. I'm like everybody else. I have my things that I deal with too. I just don't put them on the table all the time. Or at least I try not to. He's a cute little goober. I love this guy. Lunar says, in the Hyo lore, do you consider your different models as the same person or different people? How would I consider that? Because some of the avatars that I have, I do put like a different mindset into their way that I present them. Like, I didn't do it with the Kita, but like in video, right? In video form, I'll usually like heighten the voice and make him a little bit more excited. The Kita, I mean, have a little bit more of a younger mentality to him, so that it's like he's a little bit more energetic. He looks at certain things that other people go like, wow, that's old and antiquated. You shouldn't be using that. But he's like, I don't care. I'm having fun with this. Like the one time I had two of the Cheaties arguing over whether or not a PC or a PS2 were a better piece of hardware to use for gaming and stuff like that, and the different reasons as to why one was better than the other. And then freaking like Kita Cheaty was over on the corner playing on a little Nokia phone playing Snake, and he was as happy as could be. And the other two Cheaties were like, that's a freaking Nokia phone from like 1980. How are you having fun with that? And he's like, I don't care, I'm having fun. I don't know. I think in a way all the characters are the same. It's just that they all had slightly different lives, so they all react differently to certain things, I guess. Oh, do you like Kisha? She's an online friend of mine. I think I met Kisha last night, was it? I remember meeting up Kisha recently. I didn't have any issues with anyone last night. Everyone was a wonderful being last night. Experiment says, his cute. Nobody can't decide that this character can't be in the channel. Heck yeah. MTB says, are you not fall off of a bike? I have definitely fallen off bikes before. One time I have, what was it? I didn't have any brakes on one of my bikes when I was growing up. So what I did is I used my shoe and shoved it into the front wheel to slow the bike down. Super bad idea, by the way, because one of the times the wheel sucked my shoe into the frame and it completely stopped the front wheel and I went flying over the handlebars and smashed my face into the concrete. That was fun. Gloomdeer says, sorry if it was weird or flirty. I'm more of a listener and I don't mind you yapping. You have a lovely voice. Aw. No, I do get that a fair bit. I do try and make it so that the audio for the streams and stuff like that really, how do I say without sounding weird? I know I have a voice for certain things, and I try to make my microphone sound like I'm aware of that, you know. I like to sound like a radio announcer sometimes. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So I really appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. MTB says, how do you not fall off the treadmill? So this is a Quest Pro that I'm using, and it basically has a halo strap on it. And I can see basically the entire room because there's no gasket underneath my eyes here. I can see everything. So I can see the treadmill perfectly fine. And it helps me stay aligned on it. Ender Shadow says, hey, Cheaty. Hello there, Bean. Isaac says, so other alters of each other? In a way. All the Cheaties have their different outlooks on life. I don't really know what the Seeker's outlook on life is. I feel like he has a really good outlook considering that so many people just kind of dislike him for some reason. You know? It's really sad. Like, I don't really think he looks bad. Like, I've seen so many other Avali. Well, I don't want to say that because I love all the Avali, but there are some Avali that don't necessarily look the greatest to me. But like other people love them, and it's like, hey, you like that avatar? Like, freaking rock it, man. You know? People are so quick to hate on this one though. For me though, I don't know why. Maybe the same, but in different timelines. That sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, like, how do you not fall off of the treadmill? I mean, have you been on a treadmill before? It's not hard. Moss Rackham says, my phone is going to die soon, so I have to let it charge. See you later. All right, Moss, have yourself a good one. Thanks so much for stopping in. You take a fantastic break. Lunar says, your voice is soothing. So yeah, I really appreciate that, Bean. Especially coming from you, being an audio person yourself. That's really cool of you. Kai Bolt says, hey, Cheaty, what's this model called? This is the Seeker Avali. It's kind of getting long in the tooth, meaning it's getting a little old now. I believe the creator of this, StarMax, does have a version 2.0 of this character in the works at the moment. Avali ranking stream? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to like say one Avali is better than the other. I feel like all the Avali, even if I don't personally like a certain one or not, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing or anything like that. I don't want to like put my opinion on like whether or not, like if I say like, I don't know, like the Jerry, which I don't have an issue with, but if I said the Jerry was kind of like, it's more like a C tier, you know. If I said that, so many people, like there's so many Avali that get used by so many different people, and people are like, oh, he doesn't like the Jerry Volley. I don't like him anymore. It's like, I don't even want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. You broke your nose on a treadmill. I'm sorry to hear that, Bean. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. Hey, Arctic. Welcome on in. Gloomdeer says, Cheeto can't fall on treadmill. He can only be walking here. Heck yeah. Yeah. All the Avali matter. There's some people who edit this particular model, the Seeker Avali, and just really, to me, hammer home the cuteness factor of it. I feel like one of the reasons why the Seeker of Volley of this one doesn't work out so well for a lot of people. Like, there are other people with Seeker of Volleys and people are totally fine with them, but when it comes to me particularly, people have a little bit of an issue with it. And I think the reason for that, and this, I don't even know if the people who don't like this avatar even take this into account, but they just look at the face of the character and go, I don't know. And I think what the reason is that the whole snoot is a very dark color, and then right next to it are these really bright white sharp teeth. And I think that kind of like puts people off a little bit. But I don't know. He does definitely open his mouth quite a lot when I'm talking. I know that much. Wow. What are we at now? $32 minutes. I'm going for 45 today. The mood has definitely improved. I'm not dealing with that one feeling that I was a little worried about there for a moment. I'm not dealing with that anymore. So we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. Thank you so much for your help. Bloom Deer says, is it true that all of Volley have space guns? Not all of them. Like for instance, from my understanding, and Random, if you're in the chat, you can definitely let us know if this is true or not. He's a lurker that pops in here sometimes. But I do believe the Space Bird Federation, which is the group that I'm mainly a part of, we have like the police birds and army birds and stuff like that. And I do believe that they don't use space guns. They use more conventional Earth-style bullets, lead, stuff like that. I never really asked Random why he likes to use that. I like it though, because like one of the guns that I have on one of my avatars is the gun that I have in real life, which is I think it's called a Colt 45, or it's a recreation of one anyway. Mine shoots 22 because I don't care about the big bullet stuff. I just want to plink cans and stuff. But he recreated my gun in. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get knocked off of YouTube now because I said that word. Nope, the number went up. Whatever. No, he recreated it, and somehow I am in real life. I am scarily accurate with just the iron sights on that gun, on that one. I do have a few other ones that I just really suck at shooting. But that it's called a Rough Rider 22. And that, for some reason, I am just dead accurate with that thing. And it carries over into VR because I'll go to these RP events, which is hilarious that I tell myself I don't go to RP events, but then I go to them and then I have a heck of a lot of fun. But I'm always set up what's called the Op 4 side, which is basically the bad guys team, and I will wreck them with a little revolver. They have fully automatic guns and stuff like that, and here I am with my little revolver, plinking them off in the distance. I love that so much. Yasher says, for me, I think the eye edit was an improvement. The bigger eyes make it look cuter. Yeah, wow, you remember that. Wow. But yeah, one of the edits that we made to the Seeker of Volley is that I made his pupils much larger. And I feel like that made him look a lot more friendly. Because before it looked like he was like dead serious. He was like targeting you with his eyes before. They were the pupils were smaller. It was like he was, what is it called when birds do that? They were calling pinning. It was like I was pinning you with my eyes. Wow. Hey Mizu. But then I started getting comments about like how this character, because his pupils are so big now, is that he was on some kind of substance or something like that was causing his pupils to dilate significantly. So it's like, I can't really win. But I know that this looks cuter or more friendly, so I keep it this way. Kai Bolt says, bleb. Hello. MTB says, why am I in your house? You're in my house? Wow. How'd you get here? Big Fox says, okay, I'm back. Welcome on back. Hey, Mizu. How you doing, Bean? All right, Lunar, you take good care of yourself, okay? Bloomdeer says, oh, I didn't know they used earth weapons in Revolver. That's pretty cool. That's specifically the Space Bird Federation. The vast majority of other Volley who are part of their normal, you know, the circle with the 3 feathers coming off of it, that's called the Illuminate. And almost all of those people that follow that one, that what is it called, faction or something like that, they usually do carry like space-faring weapons and stuff that use like I don't know what, like lasers or something like that. I'm not sure what exactly that they're using. I've been told a number of different things. It's like they're actually like rail guns that still use lead, but they use a different propulsion system. Instead of gunpowder, they use like magnets and stuff like that to shoot the bullet down the range. I've heard that. I've also heard it's just straight up lasers, which makes more sense to me because they sound like lasers when you shoot them. What is that noise? All right, Lunar, you take care of yourself, Bean. Thank you so much for stopping on in today. That's good to hear, Mizu. They say I'm good. Pixelmon says, heading out too. Need to focus on work a little more. Have a good one. Maybe see you later, Cheeto. Yeah, I hope to be there too. I'm going to try and be there today. Aw, come on, Kai. Kai says, okay, Cheety, I got some more tuna. I left it in the fridge. Don't eat it. But it's tuna. Come on. Tuna's like one of my favorite fishies. And you're just going to store it in the fridge and not let me have any? Wow. I thought sharing was caring, guys. Okay, what temperature is it in here? It's really getting hot in here. Oh, yeah. Do that. Off, high, medium. There we go. Kai says, do not touch it. What is it? He broke the matrix by walking off the treadmill. Oh no. Bloomdeer says, isn't there like a protogen of Ollie? There is actually. Funnily enough, the creature that I currently am, the Seeker Volley, does have a version of itself. I think it's free along with the avatar. Excuse me, I think it is free along with the avatar. But there is a version of him that is a protogen. Experiment says my PC crashed. Oh no, Bean. Mizu the Floatzel says, is the bird getting his steps in? I'm getting my steppies. Get my big steppies in. Jake Fox says, oh yeah, y'all know Digimon has video games of multiple types? Heck yeah, I used to play them when I was younger. Not much anymore. Mizu says, you know, that's not a bad idea working out in VRC. I do worry sometimes about doing certain things like working out and stuff like that with this headset because sweat is one of the main known killers of this headset. Specifically what it does is the sweat gets into the face tracking camera array on here. And when the cameras on here fail or short out, it actually takes the entire headset out with it, which is super unfortunate. But as long as I don't make movements where the sweat is going to possibly make its way into the camera array, I think I'm fine. But like if I go to like the like certain workout things where like I'm moving all over the place and stuff like that, and the sweat can get flung into the camera array, I won't do those workouts. Kai Bolt says, "Oh, Cheaty, this second channel I'm on is furry friendly. Not saying KZK wasn't furry friendly, but on this channel I plan to be more involved." That's nice. What's your I don't think I ever knew what your character is, furry related wise. What is your character? Gloomdeer says, "Do you have a question?" Wait, do have a question. You ever seen a jade dragon before? I don't know if I've seen a jade dragon before, but when I was very first getting into the furry fandom, I don't even think I was actually like even knew that furry really existed at this time. But when I was younger, I got gifted this card because I love dragons, right? My friend knew that, and he gave me a Yu-Gi-Oh card of something called, this is going to be hilarious, but the card was called Hyozen Ryu, which kind of gives you an idea where the name Hyo comes from. But the card was called Hyozen Ryu, and it was a diamond dragon. And I just thought, man, that is a beautiful dragon. Look at all the colors that it's got: gold, diamonds, red, blues. Such a pretty card. And for a little bit, I played my character as that. But I just do not fit the bill of being a dragon. I like being small and cute. I've always liked that, being small and cute and stuff like that, and friendly. And dragons just don't fit that bill. So I opted for a fox after that. A huge change from going from dragon to that, but I kept that character for like 15-ish years before switching over again. We love our protogens. Protogens are pretty cool. Yasher says, "I've heard there is a preventative fix, but it involves disassembly, basically coating the exposed contacts that tend to get corroded." Well, really, if I keep the room that I'm in, which I didn't do today, but if I keep the room that I'm in nice and cool, I normally don't have to worry too much about it. Today, I totally forgot to do that. So I am I don't want to get gross with it, but I'm a little soggy right now. It took me long enough to freaking go like, I need to change this out, or turn the temperature down in here. I was trying not to do that. Hi Bolt says, "Hey Cheaty, I think I might be in a volley on this channel." Hey, very cool. Well, you have a lot of different choices. I think I saw a report on how many different types of Avali that there are, and the reported number currently is like 43. I think 43 different Avali. So regardless of what kind of character you're looking to find, you absolutely will find something to fit the bill. Gloomdeer says there's an avatar in VRC that's a fluffy dragon bird. Okay, random swap. Let us... Hello. Hold on a second. What's up? Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah? A little bit better, yeah. Combination of doing the workout and just chatting with the beans here. Chatting with the beans. I'm in my chat. Don't say that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Started off with Lucario. By 2017, I was there. There were so many Lucarios out there that I thought, what other Pokemon isn't popular in the community? And while I picked the Floatzel, made it blue and white. Nice. All right, let's switch it up. Let's do it. Let's do a Speary. I don't do a Speary enough. Oh, a little short. Let's get you in the frame. There we go. Hi Bolt says, my favorites are the Spear Volley, Jerry Volley, and the Do Volley? Or do you mean the Dove Volley? I don't think I know the Do Volley. If I don't know the Do Volley, I maybe need to look that up. Oh, yeah? Yep. You don't like the Dove Volley. Oh, wait, you don't like this one? This is like everyone's like go-to favorite right here. You really? Interesting. See, that's what I mean. Like everyone has their different outlooks on things. This is like one of the most widely used ones at the moment. There's a vast amount of content out there for this one. I will say that this one is probably, if you are into like face tracking and stuff like that, this is definitely the one to look into because it is very detailed on what it can do. Oh, the Dove Volley, says Kaibolt. I spelt it wrong. Yeah, the Dove Volley is actually free, and because it was free and also very popular, there is. Like the Spear Volley here, there's an absolute boatload of content out there for it. So if you want to look for something that has a lot of customization options for it, the Dove Volley, being also free, mind you, is definitely a way to go. Gloomdeer says, oh no, Cheeto talking to Ghost. Look up Jade Dragon on VRC when you can. Mizu says, it's just funny when you take off the headset and your brain is saying, wait, that was a 3 foot something before, now I'm 5 foot, 7 foot now. It's even weirder for me because Cheety's height in VR chat is close to about 2.5 foot tall, which is about, I think, average for an Avali. Although everyone opts to be the maximum of what an Avali can normally be, which is like 3 foot, 3.5 foot. But when I go for my 2.5, take the headset off, I'm 6 foot in real life. So it's quite the difference. Jake Fox says, I'm a fire type Pokemon. Ah, very cool. Are you down here? Down here at the bottom? Candy, hello there. Howdy, hey. How you doing? Check. Oh, we're over 45. Let's go for the full hour. We are 10 minutes away from a full hour. Heck yeah. Candy says, I'm doing great. What about you? I'm doing better now. I wasn't doing too good like about an hour ago, but I'm doing much better now. Thanks to you guys. User says, wait, who on YouTube is a fire type? I can't see what their chat was. That was Jake Fox in the chat. They should be down here somewhere. Oh, wow. Gloomdeer says, why does your muzzle look like you ate a chocolate cake and haven't wiped your mouth? Well, the ongoing joke, at least when I first started Cheety up, so the Fox character that I had a while ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago now, he had an obsession with coffee, specifically coffee. And it's kind of funny, he didn't have a black snoot on him, but when I first started up Cheety, I carried the like of coffee over to, well, Cheety. And the ongoing joke as to why his muzzle is this color is because he was always drinking coffee and, making a mess, which would also be why his hands are the same. But I kind of dropped the whole liking coffee thing, although I really do like coffee in real life. I opted for him to like fish instead, which is also kind of funny because I didn't know I liked fish when I first created this character. I went to a restaurant, ordered a big fish sandwich because I was interested. It's like, Cheetie likes fish. I wonder what that actually tastes like. And then I had fish for the first time, and I fell in love with it. So Cheetie's love for fish actually carries over to real life. I very much love fish. But the black snoot is mainly because of the previous character that I was after I was the fox. So for a very short time, maybe 2 years, I think, during COVID, I was a pony character, and this was on Gmod because Gmod has like a pony system on it called PPM1 and PPM2. Pony player model, I think it is, 1 or 2. And I wanted to carry over if you guys know foxes, right? They have this little black triangle on their snoot. And I couldn't find anything to kind of like simulate that on the pony character. So the only thing I could get close enough to it was for his muzzle to be black. So I opted for that. And then when I carried over to the Avali side, my first Avali character was actually created by a friend of mine because I wanted to get into VR chat, but I didn't have I could not find for the life of me. I was gonna continue the whole pony thing, but there were no pony avatars that I could find that were decent enough to say I'm okay with this on VR chat. But somebody else was like, "Hey, you like birds, right?" Because I had like a whole bunch of parakeets. It's like I love birds, and that friend of mine was like, "Okay, hold on, give me a day, and I'll get back to you on that." And then they introduced me to my Cheetie Diwali, and they carried over all of the looks and stuff like that of the pony character over to the Avali side, and that is how Cheetie was born. Coffee. Yeah, Mizu. That's how my old fox character was. ASAP Wizard says, love at first sight. Yeah, fish. Delish. Experiment says, coffee. The one thing that keeps me awake when my friends want me to help with art designs. Yasher says, I originally thought it was a beard. No, I think beards on a volley look really weird. I mean, at least the ones I've seen so far. Like, birds aren't meant to have beards. However, I have recently been asking the people who make my avatars, like whenever I get like an avatar textured, I ask them to change up the face a little bit. So instead of it being straight black, it's now more of a gray. Some of my avatars show that, like the XB kind of shows that off a little bit. It's more of a gray. And the reason for that is because I noticed that when I close my mouth and I'm just kind of like resting, you can't really make out my mouth. It just becomes a black void, which makes it really hard to show that I'm happy or any type of emotion or anything like that, because you can't see my mouth unless I open it slightly so that you can actually see like the teeth behind the lips or whatever. And then it shows the directions that my mouth is in. And for a person who has face tracking and very much wants to express my emotion in VR chat, my face being semi-hidden wasn't a good thing for me, so I wanted to change it up a little bit. The going joke with that is that I'm getting older and Cheetie's starting to lose some of his color. So that's the lore behind that. Gloomdeer says, coffee is good, and I know the MLP add-on from Gmod, yeah. Mizu says, they say your persona, or OC, like something like fish, then you may take a liking to the same thing without knowing it. Someone in the furry science community it's something called character imprinting, meaning you take up a small trait from your character onto your real self. Interesting. Okay, are we at an hour yet? Nope, we got 4 more minutes. Come on, guys. Going for that full hour. Asher says, you could add brightly colored makeup to your facial features stand out. I've thought about that. Like wolves or dogs, for instance. I don't know of many dogs. Well, it doesn't matter. What I was gonna say is, I've noticed like some dogs, right? They have like, what is it called? Either a pink or a straight, flat, or shiny rather, black outline on their lips that really pronounce where their mouth is on them. And I kind of thought about that, but I thought that might just make Cheetie look really freaking weird. I have seen some Avali use that, and it works for them, but I just don't feel like it would work for me for some reason. Like a black, almost like a lipstick, but it's like the flesh on the inside of your mouth, like showing off outside of the mouth ever so slightly to kind of like show off the mouth curves and stuff so that you can see if someone's smiling or frowning. I just felt like, I don't know, I feel like that would just make it look weird. Hey Jake Fox, welcome back. Welcome back, eBay. Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, if I bring out my Diwali, I mean, it happens with this one too. If I just stop talking, like it just kind of disappears, you know? All right, Jake Fox, sounds good. Gloom Deer says he's addicted to chocolate milk and coffee, so his feathers around his mouth dyed around the mouth. Yeah. Treadmill time. Yeah, we're actually just about done. We're getting up to just about an hour here. We're 2 minutes away from an hour. Actually, what time is it right now? Okay, wow, we're like super on schedule right now. Holy cow. I've of all the times for me to feel like kind of under the weather emotionally, which I'm feeling much better now, which is good, but thanks to you guys. But I have a meetup with a doctor today, telehealth kind of thing, and I'm like, that's the perfect time for me to go and talk to a doctor while I'm in like an unusual mood. But I'll be fine. I will say, because of the fact that I was on vacation for about a week, I haven't been on the treadmill. I haven't been doing my streams or anything. Not that the streams, I mean, they are definitely a pick-me-up for sure, like it has been for today. But I haven't been doing a whole heck of a lot of quote-unquote working out and stuff because of this past week. And that very well could be why I was feeling a little down before.
Did you hear about the overworked watchmaker? They said he always worked around the clock.
They say he always worked around the clock. Nice. We've walked about 3 miles. We got 10 more seconds. I'm going to go for the full hour. All right, Jake Fox, sounds good, Bean. How you doing today, 4K? Hope you're doing great. Big Fox says, hey, may I say a fact as people don't realize this? Go ahead. 4K says, I'm doing good. That's great to hear, Bean. All right, cool. We're at an hour. That's enough. Hi, Nanashi. How's our little cutie doing? Welcome back, Jake. If you have anything you'd like to say and give us some straight facts, go ahead and do it. right there in the chat. Oh, I feel kind of weird. I've been walking on the treadmill for the past hour and just moving around feels weird.
Wah. Wah.
I'm gonna sit right over here. Ugh. Hi. There we go. I broke the matrix again? Uh-oh. I'm such a bad bird. Oh. Why'd this get so small? Oh. Really? Oh, it got big again. Hey. Keeper says, I'm back. Had to go do real life stuff. There was a leak in my vault room. My fursuit head lengthily survived. My night vision monocle did not. Aww. I feel like the night vision monocle would be much more expensive to replace, I guess. Jake Fox says, well, there's a negative stevia about this, but therapy is actually a good thing, or at least, or at the very least, it's a very good thing to do so you can better understand yourself. You're not a bad bird. Oh, I'm just joking, Bean. Well, is it therapy that I'm going to? I'm not really sure what it's actually labeled as. But my one doctor said, like, hey, maybe you should just give this a shot. Like, just do it. And unfortunately, the meetup is, or not meetup, the telehealth meeting is like an hour long, which I don't. Was it therapists or whatever it's called? But I don't know. I'm basically what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna do it. Just do it, because I've always been told, like, hey, maybe you should talk to somebody about certain things that you're dealing with and whatnot, and maybe they can help you better understand things. And maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I'll at least give it one shot, you know, or maybe more than one shot. Maybe I'll give it like 3 meetings and see how it goes. See if there's like any reason to do this. I don't like doctors very much. I very much don't like doctors. I don't like the whole system we have set up over here in the US, without being too political about it. So whenever someone says, how about you just come into the doctor's thing and just talk to a dude, you know, I don't know. It just feels like easy money for the guy to just sit there and listen to me chatter. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll actually improve things. Maybe it'll actually be a good thing. So we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. Negative stigma, I think, is maybe what you're trying to say. That's a STIGMA. It was kind of funny because, like, last night, right before it was going to come on, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cancel this meeting. And then the telehealth system told me to cancel the meeting with this person. I had to give them a phone call now. I'm like, that's too much. I'm not going to do that. They're probably not even open anyway. So it's like, all right, whatever. I'll go to it, see how it goes. No.
Did you hear about the invisible man who went to the doctor? He's still waiting to be seen.
The doctor put on his glasses, and now he can see. So the attendant went out into the waiting room and said, the doctor will see you now. Peeper says, be very careful with those. Most of them are linked up with a big pharma and try to get you on meds. Lost 15 years of my life that way. No, I am absolutely not going to let them try and, like, I have a doctor for that. I am not going to let this person put me on anything. That's one of my things about like doctors in general, is that they're so quick to just put you on some medicine that you technically don't actually need. But when you start taking it thinking it's going to help you, what it actually does, and maybe I shouldn't even be saying this. This is like maybe like a tinfoil hatty kind of thing or something like that. But this is my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But from my understanding is like if you take a certain medication, especially if it's anything to do with the brain, if you don't actually need it, but the doctor says you need it, and what ends up happening is you take it and nothing changes, right? You don't feel any better. You don't feel any worse. And then sometimes some people take it just out of the thought, like, I need this to continue doing my thing, which is false because no change has actually happened. But here's the part that really stinks, because this happened to me before. The doctor put me on a medication that messed with stuff up there. And no improvement happened. I said, okay, well, this is obviously not doing anything for me. So we stopped it. But my body, or my mind rather, got used to that thing being there. And I started having, I guess, withdrawals from this medication. So that was a fun, like, 2 weeks dealing with that. I don't know. This is why I have trouble like dealing with doctors and stuff like that, because like stuff like that happens. Where it's like, these are the people that are supposed to like know their stuff. Like the doctor probably should have known that if I was going to stop taking that medication that I would have had withdrawal symptoms. And they didn't warn me about anything that could have happened or anything like that. Like, I feel like that's something that would be important to, like, hey, just so you know, this may happen, but like you just kind of gotta get through it, you know. I wish I didn't have to think like that. I really do. Because like I am taking stuff now for certain things. I'm not going to get into what it is, but I do take stuff for certain things that I have, and it definitely has improved my life. So the doctors technically do know some things that they're talking about, but I don't think they always know what they're talking about. And it's that side of, I don't think they know what they're talking about. Sometimes it's like they should, if I'm giving you like a lot of money, to be honest, like when you get that bill in the mail to go see the doctor, and it's like, whoa, like, dude, all you did was take my blood pressure. What do you mean? But like when you're paying them all this money, they gotta know their stuff 100% of the time, you know, or at least like give you warnings like, hey, this may or may not be perfect for you, you know, something weird may happen. Here's the side effects and stuff. But they don't tell you, or at least my doctors aren't doing it. And I just really don't like that. I really don't like that. So I have like a unfortunate, and it shouldn't be, but I do have an unfortunate dislike for doctors. That's just me though. Like, I know they're doing their job, but, or at least they're trying to do their job. But I feel like the amount of money that goes towards the doctors, they should be a little bit more on top of themselves. So again, like I'm gonna go see this guy. We'll see how it goes. Well, I'm gonna telehealth him. I'm gonna be on my phone, I think, with it. But I'll give it a shot. But I'll give it like 3 tries, because like obviously going to see them one time, you're not gonna immediately see an improvement or anything like that, which is one go. Like, they have to have some time to see you and get an idea of who you are, you know. Because like, yeah, I'm complaining about the fact that the whole meeting is going to be an hour long. I feel like that's too much, but they have to basically take in your entire life and go, okay, where can we help make improvements for you? And trying to take in someone's entire life up to this point in just an hour, that's kind of hard to do. So I understand that. So I'm going to give them like 3 goes, see if there's any reason to keep doing this, and then make a choice from there. But I don't know. I'm complaining. I apologize. I know people don't like to listen to people complain. Paper says, I was put on meds that I didn't need and was forced to take it for 13 years of my life with withdrawals almost killed me when I went off. Yeah. Like, I know people who have gone to the doctor and they do like the, man, I don't know if maybe we should just change the subject. I don't like, because I know there's like a younger audience watching this stuff, and I don't want the younger audience to think badly of doctors, because they very much can help a lot, especially when you're younger and stuff like that, because it's so much easier because like kids are so much more quick to go, hey, this is bothering me, whereas like an adult that goes, is this really like an issue? Like, do I need to even talk about this kind of stuff? A kid will straight up go, I'm having this issue. Please help. Gloomdeer says some meds have the placebo effect and boils down to money and having to switch so much meds or willpower or hippie meds. So I don't know. One of the dumb things is that I have, like, I'm so that, how do I say this? One of the main reasons I think a lot of people, like a lot of people have issues in their life, and it really kind of just boils down to either they're not eating right, they're not staying hydrated, they're not taking care of themselves or something like that. Like I was feeling like a piece of crap, right? I was ticked off at the world for some awful reason, some reason. And I was like, you know what? And Smiley basically told me to do this. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I should definitely do that. I just booted up the stream system, got myself on a treadmill and did a workout, right? And now I feel much better. I'm still kind of, you know, but I'm doing so much better. And it's thanks to you guys and this treadmill over here, you know, helping me get through that. But there's a lot of people out there who, like, for instance, I know a lot of people, and I know, Creeper, this isn't an issue for you because of certain things that you deal with, but there are people out there who, they eat fast food, they drink like 8 cans of Coca-Cola every day, and sweets like popsicles and ice cream and TV dinners and stuff like that, and you're not getting the right nutrition for your body to function completely correctly by doing that kind of stuff. But then they wonder, why do I feel like crap, right? And if I feel off by changing my diet up for even just a week, right? Because that's what happened. I did change up my diet for a week because I was eating all these large meals and stuff like that because it was just there on my vacation. And I wasn't doing workouts, right? Because I was on vacation. I didn't have my treadmill or anything like that with me at the time. And just in a week's time, like, now I just been feeling like, you know, and these people that I'm talking about before, where they're drinking the 8 cans of Coca-Cola a day, which 1 can of Coke, by the way, has 110% of your daily value of sugar in it. Just one. And people will drink 8 of those a day. That sugar will make you so slow and lethargic. When you drink it, it's got caffeine in it, it's got sugar in it. You'll get a boost from it when you drink it, but then you'll crash afterwards. And that's where that whole addiction to Coca-Cola comes into play, is because you feel like you kind of need it, you know, to keep functioning throughout the day. But if you just get rid of it, like, maybe not cut it cold turkey or anything like that, but if you get rid of it out of your life and take the sugar away, your body will produce the normal hormones and chemicals and stuff like that to just be awake on its own, you know. Sorry, I'm missing messages here. Mutt says, I'm happy I have high pain tolerance, but yeah, sadly, you kind of have to do a little background work to see if the clinic is a decent one or not. Yeah. Hey, Mutt, welcome on in. I think you're a relatively new name. I don't remember I've seen you before. Yeah, I have been offline for like the past week and a half, so hopefully I haven't forgotten any names. But hello there, welcome on in. Paper says, junk in, junk out. Isako says, it's a Hayo, it's a me. Yeah, welcome on in, Jake Fox. Really happy to have you here today. 4K says, I recently changed my diet and have been feeling better and losing some weight too. Yeah, I mean, we used to, for a little while, Smiley and I had been enjoying some really kind of extravagant meals and stuff like that. He would make like these Indian and Italian and Greek meals and stuff like that, which had lots of breads, pastas, and oils and butter and stuff like that on it. All freaking amazingly tasty and delicious meals. But we kind of looked at the scale and we looked at ourselves in the mirror, and neither of us really, like, I guess you could say, like, scream overweight, but to the, what is it called? The BMI scale, which I don't really believe in, mind you. But the BMI scale basically said you're overweight for your height. So both Smiley and I were like, okay, well, we could continue down this, or we can make a change. So we did. I used to be either 230 or 240 pounds at 6 foot tall, which is heavy for my height. And we changed up we got rid of the pastas, the oils, the butters, the breads. I mean, we still have them on an occasion, on like a cheat day or something like that, but we don't have it all the time. And I have gotten myself down to 205, which is a decent chunk of weight lost. You know, I'm still, to the BMI scale, I am still technically overweight. But I look at myself in the mirror and I go, you know what? That doesn't look bad. I'm pretty happy with that, you know? And I think that's what it comes down to. It's like I look at myself in the mirror and I go, you know what? That's pretty good. But we're still on our diet, or at least we were until we went on this vacation. And I will admit, I did gain back some of the weight when we went on this vacation, eating all these ridiculously tasty meals. But time to get back to the treadmill and time to get back to working out. But when I lost all that weight, what was it, 30-ish, somewhere around 30 pounds that I lost, I did notice quite a big difference in how I felt, which was a very good thing. Abby Duckavali, thank you so much for the follow over on twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy your stay, Bean. Welcome to a new Cheeto. Bloomdeer says, I can't relate to you in a way. Had to switch meds lately in my mind in the darkness, but have to deal with it piece by piece. And I don't mind. I'm miserable at times, but I try my best and kind to others.
Hey,
so
Duckavali, thanks for hitting that follow button.
I mean, you will. I mean, even if you are, you can get your mind to be perfectly balanced and stuff like that. All the chemicals are right up there and stuff. I feel like I'm kind of like in that zone a little bit. Like I do definitely still have my off days and stuff like that. But you will, even if you get like everything perfectly situated and stuff, you still will have off days. Like you won't just take a pill and just like suddenly feel fantastic forever. It won't be like that. You will have your off days, but having off days is normal, mind you. Having an off day is normal. You're not broken or wrong or anything like that to feel down. People have off days. I have off days too. Like today was one of them, but you can always do something to try and help improve it by going for a walk, maybe treating yourself to like an ice cream or something, just to give yourself something to look forward to and stuff like that. Rilu says, what was I saying? Rilu says, vacation weight sheds quickly. I hope that does. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. That'd be nice. Letting your body get fat again could help the recovery of the body.
How are you, Ho?
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. Hey, Jevin. Welcome on in, Bean. How you doing today? You get 2 weeks of recovery when you work out. Hello, Jevin. Lulu says, I'm down 23 kilograms since October 2025. That's 50 pounds. That's fantastic for you. Great job. I really do hope you're proud of yourself for that. Yuade says, I like this avatar. It's kind of funny. Just not too long ago, somebody said they found this particular avatar creepy. Which everyone is allowed their how do I say? Everyone is allowed their opinion. Because like, I think this avatar looks pretty good. There are certain aspects of it that I don't like, but like for the most part, the avatar like just looks really nice to me. It's really soft. There's no sharp edges to him, really. He's a completely different thing to the Seeker that I really like so much. I like the Seeker because he is sharp, you know. But like when it comes to being a cozy character, which is what I kind of try to aim for. So the Seeker, technically, even though being my favorite avatar, he isn't like the vibe I actually want to go for. The vibe I'm trying to go for is like a chill grandpa, I guess. If that makes any sense. I'm not old enough to be a grandpa yet, so I'm not going to say I actually am. Although people joke about it sometimes. But I like to be a cozy person that when they see me, it just kind of like makes their mood do this a little bit, you know, like they just a little bit, you know. Big Fox says each time I
game we played on VRC, I was the proto there. I like your birds, peach, mayo, and cheese. How are they doing in the cage?
Uh-oh. Okay, I think I know who you are now. I totally didn't recognize who you were. If you can be chill, then we can be chill. Okay? But if we have the same thing with all those people coming into the chat again, making a scene, I'll have to be a little bit more aggressive with it. Jake Fox says, now I'm not an expert, so check out this fact out for yourself or watch a gym person on YouTube who does animations. I'll get to that in a second. Yubade says, I love the big ears. I actually have the ears on this character. I love big ears too. I love, I think big tails and big ears are really cool on avatars. Like, Jevin says, I like your birds, peach, mayo, and cheese. How are they doing in the cage? They're doing great. They're just kind of chilling out in there. Still laying eggs, you know. Boom Deer says, okay, Granddad. Well, with the current, what's that character called? The V-Volley that I've been wearing a heck of a lot recently. I feel like he's the perfect amount of everything I want in an avatar. He's got like a slightly sharp look to him, but he's mostly soft looking. He's very fluffy. Big eyes. I think he's got a great smile on him. How else do I say? He's got a huge tail. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that before. I mean, I don't really show that off or anything, but he's got a pretty big tail on him, which I appreciate. And then his ears are relatively decently sized. And he just kind of has like when you look at him, right? He looks kind of a little pudgy, a little bit, just a tiny little bit pudgy. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. You know, he's not like fat or anything, but he just kind of has like a little pudgy look to him. And he looks like you could give a good hug. Big wings too. Love that about him as well. The V-Volley. He's got big wings. Jake Fox says, by the way, mate, you cut yourself off when you read my message. I read them directly from this, where you guys see here. This is how I read these. So when it disappears off the page, I can't finish reading it. So if you want to post your message again, you definitely can. Yasher Fox says, I get weird comments about talking about certain things like dynamic bones and stuff and get called old. And that's kind of silly because like that's only like what, 4 or 5 years ago that I think that was around. So that's kind of, I mean, I personally don't mind being called old. I'll respond to it like in a silly way or something like that. I'll like, nah, I'm not old. Oh,
I can hear the echo in your stream.
Mm-hmm. There's a slight echo right now. I'm working on trying to fix that. There's a particular setup I'm trying to use right now, and unfortunately, it does feed the audio back into the mic sometimes. But it only seems to bother certain people who are actually looking for imperfections in the stream. So, or not the stream, but just in general, because I also have the same mic in VR chat, and people notice it there too. But it doesn't stop me from having conversations with people. I do need to fix it at some point, mind you, but I'm not there yet. Experiment says, I need to go now, have to get back to my art designs and help my friends. So bye everyone and have a great stream. All right, Experiment, you have yourself a wonderful day, okay, Bean? Thanks so much for stopping in. Bloodwater the Pirate says, I got a pirate-related joke that I made up one day. Who wants to hear it? Let's hear it. Jake Fox says, hold on, stream being weird for me again. Yibade says, do you know OK Donuts? I do. I don't know them personally or anything like that, but I do know of them. They are quite the cool content creator. They made that little, if you've never seen, not the animation, but like the live action, I guess you could say, VR chat movie that he created with that Avali. Like Avali's first flight or something like that. I don't know. I feel like in general, there needs to be more content like that. Like not just with Avali, but I mean like.
Hatch a new egg.
Nope, they did not hatch a new egg. There is more eggs in the bottom of the cage, but none of the birds are taking care of them. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna see any new babies this year. They're just pumping out eggs for some reason.
I wonder what budgie is it? Is it going to be a boy or girl?
Jake Fox says, each time a person works out, their body recovers. Their body recovery takes 2 weeks. Now, to what extent that is, I didn't properly learn, but it either stacks or resets. I don't know. I'm sure that the body does have like a recovery time. I don't know if it's 2 weeks though. It should theoretically be much shorter than that. Oh, wow. Yeah, Bloodwater, go ahead and drop your pirate joke. Creeper says, time to get ready for work. Still here, just even less chatty than normal. Understand? We'll see you around.
So ho, how are you doing on this Thursday afternoon?
Doing pretty good. I'm doing better now than I was before, for sure. Thanks to you guys. Yibade says his avatar has a really big tail. The Spirit of Ollie doesn't really, unfortunately. That's like probably one of the few things I would probably do differently with the Spirit of Ollie is maybe make the tail bigger. Swap avatar number 1. There it is. The first Cheetie, the Diwali, which has been upgraded with face tracking over the years. Yeah. This one is so much different than the rest of them. But I feel like after all the time that that I've spent with all these different avatars and stuff like that, I feel like the Diwali still has some pretty dang good like facial features and stuff on him. His wings are absolutely tiny. After being in so many of these avatars that have absolutely enormous wings on them, these are baby wings.
Wow, you look like Big Mod player model. Remember you're out of it on Swamp Cinema.
I certainly do. eBay says, OK Donuts did a song about big tails. Yeah, I think his choice of words for that song, though, could have been a little different. I think he was going for a kind of like a shock value thing. With a certain part of the song, I'm not going to say what it was, but there's a certain part of that song where I think he was going for like a shock value to try and like make it go through the grapevine a little bit more than it normally would. But I don't know, that choice of words was an interesting one for sure. I mean, it worked out for him, right? So like you can't say that he didn't make it work, right? But if I were to do the song, which I wouldn't have, but if I were to have done it, I wouldn't have chose those words. Yeah. Yeah, Creeper says, well, that confirmed what I already knew. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the first drop of the thing that I know I don't like, and I'll make a motion on that, and then I'm sure I have to like do something with YouTube because of the backlash of that. Oh. Interesting, Jevin. Swap number 2. All right. Let's see. What was number 2? I'm pretty sure. What was number 2?
Last night ho.
I think it was actually the Kita. I think the Kita was the second one. Either the Kita or the Seeker. I remember making like a thing to go for the Seeker, but the Kita is also a free model. So I think I opted to go for the Kita first and then go for the Seeker. I'm not really sure, but I think it was the Kita was the second one. Hold on a second. Did it just restart? That's the first song on the track. Creeper, have you so I was so I'm gonna just be straight up with you. I am also technically losing my hair. 36 years old. I was losing my hair at like the age of 20. Um,
Soho.
how do I
Are
get
you
this
using
off of here?
OBS?
There we go. That was weird. Yes, I am using OBS, but no, I'm technically losing my hair. Now, I've talked to a few people who have been looking into this company called Hims, I think, which has a combo. What is it called? Is it called Topical? It's a spray that you put into your hair and then you rub into your scalp and stuff like that. And it doesn't like miraculously make you grow more hair, but what it does is it takes the hair you already have and possibly also close to dead hair follicles, I think they're called, and revamps them and makes them start doing their stuff again. I've seen it work for a couple different people. I'm very much interested in trying it myself. It's just the initial like jump into it is kind of expensive, I guess. But like, I don't even know, because like I really don't. I care, but I also don't care for some reason. I actually thought about just shaving my head during COVID. I was like, I'm just gonna shave my head, be done with it. Who cares? I wear hats anyway, right? Like, I just wear hats. But I will say I definitely do look better with my hair. So I never took that plunge and did that. But if I could get it to come back, that'd be pretty cool. So if you haven't looked into it, that Hims stuff that you see like advertised sometimes, it can help. It can help. And I just got to bite the bullet and do it myself.
I see, Ho. I think you should move to Meld Studio.
No, I'm pretty happy. Everything works in it for me. If it works, it works. I'm not changing anything. The only time I ever change anything is whenever like an update or something like that literally breaks stuff and I have to make a change.
I heard it's the best professional live stream studio that it connect to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.
I'm sure. I've seen it work before. It looks pretty impressive. But even though I joke sometimes that I say like, oh, I'm a professional streamer, I'm not. I don't want to be professional. I don't want to like take this too seriously, because then it just won't be fun anymore. Like this whole entire thing is just supposed to be fun. That's the whole point of this. I hop in here, I chat with some really cool beans like yourselves, and then I go. And then we also try to do fun stuff like charities and stuff, which I do want to change this up at some point. I got reached out to by another bean, who was like, "Hey, I see you're doing like charities and stuff like that. How would you like to do one for it's not for the army people, it's for the people who are coming out of army and then also who are already in it and need like something to help them connect. It helps them connect and not be feeling like they're lonely and stuff like that." My character looks like he's upset.
Yeah, my OBS was crap, so I decided to make the move to Mel Studio instead for my live stream.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad it worked out for you. I got way too much invested in this over the past like year or two. I've slowly added things to this one to be where it's at now. You guys see how much is on here? There's a lot going on these streams, and for me to just quickly move over to Meld Studio would just be an insane hassle. That's me, Maximilian, or Maxi. I'm a tiny bird. Yibade says, "Hi, Cheaty Bird. Where is the art section on YouTube? Because I want to show you my Lego when it's done." If you go to the YouTube channel, like the channel itself, you'll see like the For You page and then like videos and stuff like that. All the way over to the right, there's a thing that says posts, I think. It's either the posts or just above, there's a button for community. And if you go to the community section, that's literally for you guys to share stuff with me and the community. So you can post whatever you want there. It won't interrupt anything. So don't worry about that. I know some people were worried about it. It's like, oh, I'm interrupting like the flow of Cheety's content. You're not. Trust me, it's completely separate. And then you can show us your Legos or your art. I think you can technically upload videos there too if you wanted to ever do that. So it's up to you.
Oh, did you saw what happened last night? James Drake camping trip was shut down after they were swatted.
What? I have no idea who that is. Jester Bug says, this might have changed. The only thing I remember is when you're an affiliate, you need to have your stream exclusively on Twitch. See, that's the thing, though. I am way past being able to be an affiliate on Twitch right now. Like, I have so many hours and viewers. Like, there's some low end stuff. I think it's like you have to have like 10 consecutive viewers all the time or something like that to be affiliate. You need to have a certain amount of followers, which I forget what the number is, but I'm past it already. And then you have to have a certain amount of hours and a certain amount of days that you stream per month, I think it is. So I'm all the way past that. I could have been an affiliate like a year or two ago. I don't want to be though, because that means I would have to start serving ads. And I mean, I have Twitch Turbo, I think it's called. So no matter where I go on Twitch, I don't see ads. But I don't want, because I know a lot of people here who watch this stream don't have Twitch Turbo. And I don't want to have people, what's it called? Subscribe or sub to me on Twitch just to not see ads. That would just kind of kill the vibe over here. So I don't do that. I guess I just have to really like thank Twitch for allowing me to continue to stream for free over here. I mean, that's really cool of them. The amount of people that show up to these streams, like there's 21 people here, all that bandwidth to send it out to you guys, they're doing that for free. No ads, nothing, you know. And I really appreciate that, to have that ability to do that kind of stuff. But I don't want to give you guys ads. I don't want to do that. That would super kill the vibe over here.
Oh, here is joke for Thursday. Why did the Scarecrow get promoted? He was outstanding in his field.
Nice. Hold on, I want to read that one. Come on, the chat. There's a thing up here that says when you can functionally be an unpaid intern. Can you repost that? That chat's not loading for me over here. Swap number 3? That is definitely at least the seeker. Oh, yeah, I probably should check the time. I think that appointment's coming up soon. Let me check the time real quick. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Where's my phone? It's either 1 or 2, and it's currently 1.
You know what time it is. Everyone, get in the van. It's 1:01 p.m. You're aiming for whatever doesn't start, you have lots of time.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually hope it's not like a full hour. I understand that he needs to chat with me for as long as possible to understand my current situation, but I don't want to be on the phone with a doctor for an hour.
Yay responsibilities.
No, we're still good. Random King says, why get paid for content creation when you can functionally be an unpaid intern for your own channel? I don't know, man. Like, I don't want this to be a job. If that makes any sense. Because if I were being paid for this, right? If I were to have some form of income coming from... Not that, even if I did it, I wouldn't have to rely on it, so it wouldn't matter, really. But it would just be a negative. It would, in my opinion, it would just be a negative to make money a thing that I even pay attention to over here. I love to run charities. This is something I always wanted to do, this charity thing up here. The fact that we I mean, we haven't raised anything too recently, but like $284, like in the grand scheme of things, that's not necessarily a whole lot of money, but to me, that's impressive, right? For a channel like this, right? To raise money for what I believe to be a good cause, right? To help feed people who are starving out there and stuff like that, to help them get back up on their feet so that they can go be a productive member of society and stuff like that. This is cool, right? That's what I want to promote. I don't want to promote me getting money. I don't need that. I have the means to live happily, you know, but not everybody else does. So I don't want the money to go to me. I want the money to go to someone who can use it. And we were doing that, you know, like, what was it? $284. How many people does that technically feed? I think it just moved the thing over. It's like 2,800 people or something. Like, what is that? Like an entire movie theater full of people, like with multiple rooms, all being fed lunch so that they can have a good day and maybe have them. I mean, we don't do movies with the Feeding America thing, but it's like, I don't know. That's cool, right? And the stupid thing about Twitch too, by the way, is if you get like the $5.99 for that Twitch sub or whatever, what is it? Like I would only see like 50% of it anyway. So like 50% of that $6 would go to a big corporation, right? Which would go in, whose pocket is that going into? Who's that feeding? You know, when we do this, I know people are getting fed, right? When you guys, like today, somebody went to my throne down there and got me some SpaghettiOs. When you do that, right, you know what it's going to do, right? You know it's going to come as in the form of cans of SpaghettiOs. And then we have a thing on here. You can say, time to go eat some SpaghettiOs, and I'll eat SpaghettiOs on stream, which is, I don't know. I think that's cool to donate for that kind of cause and then feed the streamer. Like, that's neat, I think.
Hey ho, what is going on? Do you have a doctor's appointment?
Yeah, I do. Random says, nah, I'd not want that either. It would kill the creative drive. It would turn it into a job. It's basically what it would be, is it would turn it into a job. It, to me, wouldn't feel like...
Hey
like
ho,
what the kind
what
of...
is going on? Do you have a doctor's appointment? / We know.
We know? Where'd that come from? But I don't want this to be a job. I don't want this to be a job. I want this to be cool, calm, collected. We just come here, we chat, we have a good time, and then everybody hopefully leaves feeling better. You know? Maybe people come here to have me on in the background while they're at work, which I know is a thing that people do, but they have me on in the background as background noise. Or I know, and I don't think they're doing it now, but I know that some people actually recently have said that they were actually in VR chat, trying to go to sleep, and they had my stream on the screen. Or they were sleeping, and then for some reason, because of their recommendations, my stream ends up coming up, and then they wake up to me talking, and it just does the whoop for the mood for them. And if there were ads, man, that would just kill the vibe so much. Now, Jester, you're trying to, so for me, right, it's completely different. I'm not saying you're, or any other streamer for that matter, is doing anything wrong by running ads. Obviously some people are trying to do it as a job. For me, it would kill the vibe, but for you guys, like, it's an exciting thing. Like, someone subscribes, like, that's cool, right? Like, my whole, like, cool factor is doing it for the for community and for this stuff and whatnot. But you absolutely, like, I look at Neo, right? Ritual Neo, like, he's created a great community over there. His chat is always full of fun and wonderful people who donate to him and to the causes and stuff like that. And it's just, in general, a lot of fun to be in there. And there's just so much to be had with the content that he creates that it warrants, I guess, subscribing to him in some shape or form, to because he gives, I guess I do the same thing, so I don't know if I'm making a butt out of myself with this, but he gives so much, so it feels like giving something in return for the content that he provides to us is worth it, right? Now, if you guys want to do that for me, I don't think I'm worth your money at all, but if you ever want to donate, you can always do the charity up there. You know, you could do that, and your name pops up over here and stuff. But there is always also the option of giving me a food treat or something, you know, if you want to do that. But then at least, you know, like, the money's going towards something that will, in fact, improve my life, which is food. Food is something everyone needs. This is something you can't go without. Jester also says, I don't like ads, but I also want to maximize platforms. I want to do charities, but my schedule is so janked. I'm experimenting a lot. No, that's totally cool. For the people who do, like, people like actually do make livings off of streaming and stuff like that. And I think that would be so cool if I could do that. How do I say? Like, if I were doing gaming content and stuff like that, I could see maybe doing that.
Ho, can you stop ignore the chat?
Jevin, I responded to you. Yes, I do have a doctor's appointment coming up. Flop number 4? What was number 4? What was number 4? Number 4... Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm not doing it in that order. I used to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do it through this list over here. There we go. This is the number 4 for the list. I guess for me, right? For me, some people like to create content. They like to be paid for it because that's just something that they dream to do. And I don't say that that's a wrong thing at all, right? Now, for me, I live stream because I guess in a way, and I can't deny it. People keep telling me this all the time, but I help people get through their day. But you guys don't understand. You guys very much help me get through mine as well. You guys just being here and chatting and stuff like that, because this is always just a just chatting stream, right? You guys, as much as I help you guys get through your days and help you guys smile and stuff like that, you guys 100% give back in so many different ways. Right here in the chat, right in the comments over on YouTube, the comments over on Blue Sky, you know,
Hey ho,
It's
do you feed Peach,
mutual.
Mayo, Cheese's bird food and your fishes, gold and white fish food?
Yes, of course. That's how they live. They get food, they get water. The fish don't necessarily get water; they're living in it. But yeah, that's what I do. What's up, Zephys? Hello there, Zephys. Welcome on in, Bean.
Why do you live with Smiley?
Because we've been together for the past 12 to 13 years, and why wouldn't we live together? Hey there, Skylar M. Welcome on in. Gloomdeer says pizza volley. This one? No. This is the Cheeto volley. Hey Bolt says, I love the Cheeto.
I see. Remember Smiley came to my Valentine Day dance party. It was amazing on Swamp Cinema.
Oh. Oh, how did that still scare me? Zephys. I'm using the Quest headphones right now. Normally that wouldn't scare me, but it did definitely scare me for some reason.
You make a very adorable couple.
Nah, I really appreciate that, Bean. We are, we have a lot. We have so much in common, but we also take a lot of stuff like we have different outlooks for certain things. How do I say this? We have a lot in common. We have a lot of things that we agree on. But we also have a lot of things that we don't agree on. And that might sound like a bad thing, but that just keeps it interesting. And that's the best part. Because I may have a disagreement with this or that. But in some shape or forms, we both better each other when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because then we get to talk about it and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, I see your outlook on this and that. So then we end up having like different perspectives from different people. And it's just constantly fun to be together. We actually don't spend a lot of time apart right now. We like he's up there and I'm right here. He can come down here. We can give each other hugs or whatever. We can snuggle or whatever. Yeah, and like when we go to the store, we both go to the store. Whenever we go visit friends, we both go visit friends. When we both go visit family, we both go visit family. We are not apart. And it's amazing because like a lot of people out there, we go like, don't you ever get tired of like always being together? And somehow, like I know that can be a bit much for some people, but for some reason, Smiley and I just like even though we don't agree on everything, we really like connect with each other. And I think that's really special. Vexy Bird says autistic of volley squeak. Hello, Vexy. Sorry if this comes off wrong, but I was trying to get your attention before my break ended. It has though. Oh, I'm sorry, Zephys. I apologize for that, Bean. I was on a bit of a tangent there for a little bit, talking about stuff. I apologize. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day at work, though.
You know, you did amazing of your performance on my video recently of A New Nation.
Whoa.
Can I ask about your acting? How long did you start doing acting?
I've always been a bit of a character, Jevin. I don't think I've ever actually done too much acting or anything like that, but I just have like a natural ability to, when I was in school and stuff. What? Did I miss something again? if I'm missing your messages or like I don't reply to certain things, like the messages are kind of flying by faster than I get to respond to them. If you could re-put them in there. Lonnie says, I'm taking your silence about the matter as a no. I don't know what you're talking about. You did an amazing performance on my video recently of A New Nation. When I was in school and stuff like that, I was asked to, they were doing like reading tests. Like they were trying to gauge like how well people could read books and stuff. And they would periodically do this, like maybe once a month or something like that. I always got the, wow, like you read that like you're paid to do it. They said like if I wanted to, I could probably go out there and read books for money if I wanted to. I could probably do that. And I've even been told like I should read like short stories on like a YouTube video or something like that. And that sounds like something like that would be fun. I have tried looking up short stories to read, and I just haven't found anything that captures my attention though. Something short, like something I can read in like maybe 5-10 minutes and make a quick YouTube video out of it. That'd be fun. But no, I've never actually done any acting or anything like that. I do just kind of like I do it for fun.
Ho, you are supposed to swap.
Well, you're right. I am supposed to swap. This one's number 5. Oh. How do I get it to be a normal face? I can't get it to do a normal face. It just keeps doing all these different things.
Oh my god, you're an anime.
What? Bloodwater says, E. Lonnie says, hey, do you want me to DM you my story? It's horror sci-fi. Is it the one where
turbine noises intensify asterisk?
Is it the one with the people who are losing their minds because of the horror you were talking about earlier? I probably don't want to read that one. I'm not much into horror and stuff like that. I like stuff where like happiness stuff happens and stuff. Lonnie says, I have a short story.
Do you and Smiley smoke and poop?
Okay, Jevin, I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna be a little strict on it. Please don't ask weird questions like that. Okay? This is not the place for that. Cheetie, did you know that you have a slight echo? I do know that. Yeah, I'm currently trying to work out a new audio setup right now. I'm trying to simplify my setup because beforehand I had too much stuff I had to put on to get into VR, and it was actually negatively affecting the controllers as well. I didn't realize that the headphones that I was using before were actually causing the controllers to constantly disconnect. I stopped using the headphones, and now the controllers work perfectly, or almost perfectly. Bloodwater, the pirate says, I'm seriously the only one watching on YouTube? For YouTube, it's set up in a short style content kind of way. The attention span, well, I don't want to say it like that, but it's true. The way it's set up, people can very quickly scroll away. So there'll be bouts of like 20 people that show up, and then they all disappear again.
All right, everyone buckle up. Today's snack is Cheetos, since Hi-Yo is back.
Heck yeah, Cheeto time.
Hey,
excuse me.
If you ever want to collab on a charity stream, we shall do that together.
I think I'll pass on that. I think I'll pass on that. DDXB, heck yeah. Lonnie says, my short story is about Minecraft World. Oh, nice. Can you send me the short story? If that would be cool with you. Hey, there we go. There's the flipped car. Lonnie says, my short story isn't the one where everyone goes mad. Yeah, send it on over. Oh, there we go. We got normalize.
So everyone, if you want Ho to swap, just do swap from #1 dash #10.
Actually, I think we have more than that. We have 21. We have 21 different avatars that can go through. Vexy says, Cheaty, you're cute. Nuh-uh. I do my best. Gloomdeer says, who is the one that donated to our throne today, says, also, Cheaty, I hope those SpaghettiOs taste good, mister. I know they will, because I've had them before. They're very tasty. Thanks again
I need to
so
get
much.
ready for work. You, Smiley, and everyone have an awesome day.
You too, Jester. Thanks so much for stopping in today. It's always nice seeing you. But no, I definitely will enjoy those SpaghettiOs. Thank you so much for donating those to me today. I can't wait to get them in the mail. They'll probably be here tomorrow.
Ho, what happened to your eyes?
Why isn't this the normal eyes? Can I just disable that?
Can you swap to number 6?
Oh, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This, what is this? This is the Red Volley. Damn. This has got a little buck tooth on her. Lonnie says, you can read my story on stream if you want. I give you permission. Oh, neat. What I would probably do though is turn it into a YouTube video, like a normal like video on demand style kind of thing, so that people can listen back to it whenever. What would you say the read time would be? Somewhere around like 5 to 10 minutes? I'm kind of looking for something like that. Tyson says, no, really, I truly appreciate you being some of my comments. I love giving back to the community when I can. I'm super not great at doing it though. Like I'm not sure why. Your videos show up in my notifications all the time. It's really easy to get to yours, but it doesn't do it for everyone. YouTube's weird like that.
You haven't eaten the fish yet, have you?
No, I didn't eat the fish. Gloomdeer says, well worth it. I hope they're good. Heck yeah, I can't wait to eat it. Gloomdeer says, Snaggletooth the volley. Yeah. Jevin says, hey, hi-yo. Hazelnut Wolf, I don't know who that is, just posted a video of the first ever VR chat concert. I don't know what world that is, or some kind of bar world. I forgot the name.
I'm going to check Cheaty.
It's probably the Black Cat. Probably the Black Cat is what you're thinking of. It was a bar. And also if it was like the first ever concert. It's probably the bar, or so probably the Black Cat bar. Hey, what's up? Why? Oh, geez, hold on. Fix yourself, please. There we go. Hey. Oh, you smell nice. You doing? Mwah. Love you. Tyson says, I'm going to check, Cheaty. What are you going to check? Gloomdeer says, well, question. Do you or your boyfriend have a fursuit? We do not. I have looked into possibly maybe figuring out a way to get like a cheap like fox head and bringing the old fox character of mine back to life, because finding an Avalia one would absolutely 100% have to be custom. Hold on. Yeah. Sure. Hold on.
So Ho, why are you going to your doctor's appointment? Are they going to check you up? Ho, are you still here? Ho.
Nope. I was talking to Smiley. We're both kind of I don't know. I don't know what the heck it is. We're both kind of like just in this like slump right now a little bit. I'm feeling much better now than I was earlier today. I was in such a bad mood this morning. Holy cow.
Hey
Kaizen. Miyadi says, sometimes life be like that. Yeah. We're trying to, Smiley and I were discussing, like, what do you want to do later? Like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And why don't we go to this place over here or something like that? We basically just need something to, like, boost our mood. So, like, we're kind of, like, thinking about, like, starting up a little party with the,
So
with the-
Ho,
our
why are
group.
you going to your doctor's appointment? Are they going to check you up?
Yeah, basically. Do a little checkup. Make sure things are all going good. They do need to actually think about closing up shop here, because that time is coming up, and I may have to go down for like an hour to do that. So we shall see. Dyson says, where is it? Where's what? Yeah, we'll be fine. Like I said, like people have their down days, you know. It just happens to be that we're both kind of having that today. Kevin says, oh, I see. You know, Hayo, maybe we can do a collab concert. I could invite you and Smiley to join. I think we're good on that. I'll have to pass, is what I'm saying. Miyadi says, I just wanted to pop in and say hello to you, Hayo. Hello, Miyadi. Hope you're having a fantastic day on this Thursday. Remember, tomorrow is Friday. One more day, you're almost there. You got this. Sorry, you're feeling down. Nah, it happens. Everyone has their down days. Everyone has their down days.
Well, if Smiley doesn't have anything on schedule, if you are free.
Number 7. This is one of the only ones that I have that doesn't have face tracking. This and the out of the 21 main ones that I have on the list right now, this one and the XB do not have face tracking. Funny thing, I think right now, I think I have.
Where did it go?
Where did what go? I didn't take your fish. Nuh-uh. But I think I have 3 more characters on the way. I have the new, I think it's called the Cades XB, which I really took a liking to. It has face tracking. It looks adorable. Not that the previous XB is any it's not adorable, but I really like the newer one that came out called Cades version. It's just the right amount of realistic, but without being realistic, if that makes any sense. Like the other XB that I currently have is very cartoony, which normally I'm really okay with, but like this one, I don't know, there's something missing. And the Cades one that I want to get in a little bit here, I just got to get it textured. That one fixes this thing that I feel like is missing from it, and it's right there now. And then there's also the Nat Volley. I have that one in the works, and then there's one more, and I'm forgetting the name of this one.
Hello, Bean.
Who's that? Oh, cute. Where did this one come about? When did this one come about? I think this one came out. It's called the Flute Volley. And I really liked it when it first came out because I thought it would look really adorable. But I keep getting told that this one is not the right vibe for me.
Hello there.
In a number of different ways. One of them being is that it looks very much like a child, which I don't want to really make a thing for Cheaty, which I can see what they're talking about. I just think it's cute. I think it's really cute. But the lack of face tracking really kind of makes it one of the back burner of Volley that I have. So no one's even made like a kit that you can get to fix that. So like the Diwali did not come with face tracking. That was done by, who did that? Ad Jerry did the face tracking for a lot of my initial avatars that I have. And he did a really good, or they did a really good job. Bloom Deer says child, more like chicken. Well, you could say that about all the Avali. Kaizen says, what's this model called? This is the Floof Volley. The Floof Volley. Hey, JC. Kevin says, Hayo, I hope you and your partner feel better. Thanks for bringing a bit of happiness to all of us being here. I am very happy to bring happiness to this community. This community brings me a lot of happiness. So if I can keep feeding into the feedback loop of making good vibes and happiness happen, then I definitely will keep doing that. Hello there, Jevin. Gloom Deer says, this looks more like a chicken. I guess I can kind of see what you're talking about. There's like a weird glitch happening with the eyes. Like right there. Huh. You too, Bloodwater. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Thursday and wake up on Friday feeling refreshed. Until next time. Whoa, an entire sunfish. Wow, look at that. Very cool. Wow, all of a sudden I got really hungry. What time is it? Man, that can of SpaghettiOs couldn't come fast enough. So that'd be so awesome. I need to like line up like some other fun little things for you guys to. If you guys have any suggestions, by the way, if you go to the throne down there, if you find stuff on Amazon, because that's how it works, is it orders the system from Throne, orders stuff from Amazon, and then has it shipped to me that way, so that there's no exchange of personal information between you guys and myself. If you guys find anything on food related, mind you, because I don't want like any technology or anything like that. I just like the idea of being gifted little food items and stuff. Because I feel like, I don't know. No, I want to keep it to food, because like at least you know what's going to happen with it. Like it's going to get eaten, right? Like you're going to improve either my or Smiley's day, because one of us is going to eat SpaghettiOs now. You know, but like if you were to, like, I don't know, like I see people put stuff on their throne that is like $300 or something like that. Not saying that this is the wrong thing or anything. I just find that odd to me to ask for a $300 item from your community. That's odd for me, mind you. That's odd for me. I don't think I would be comfortable accepting that from you guys. But SpaghettiOs, cookies, little cans of water or whatever, like that just sounds like a nice treat from a friend, and I like that. I like that a lot. Gloomdeer says, question about your Sona. If you take a shower, does the water turn orange? Also, you need pet food on Throne. Pet food. Huh, that's a great idea. I agree with that. So Throne, if you go to the website down there, throne.com/HioBird, you can actually suggest items for me to put onto the throne. You can't just buy anything. I do that because I don't want like weird stuff showing up at my door. You know what I mean? So I make it specifically where you have to suggest it, and then I put it on there to make sure that I don't get really odd things. Because I've heard some horror stories about that before, where people have their thrones wide open And I don't even want to talk about some of the stuff that people get sent from Amazon. Like I didn't even know some of the stuff that people were sending these people was even things you could buy on Amazon, but they're there. And then it shows up with no box or anything like that covering up what's on the inside, and it is so embarrassing these things that are getting delivered to people's houses. They think it's funny, right? Like the streamer makes a whole thing out of it. It's like, who the heck sent this? This is hilarious. I don't want that. I don't want weird surprises on my front porch. But like stroopwafels or coffee or waters or cookies or SpaghettiOs and other things, and then food for the birds. That would be cool, I think. The camera froze and the bird is doing something really weird there. There it goes. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Hey, we're doing some Subway Surfers up here, guys. Nova says, "Hi-yo, no hi-yoing." What do I? I want to hi-yo. That's what I do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nova. Oh, no. A miss. Oh, no. Wow, what a close game. That was aggressive. Holy cow. Wow. Congratulations, Nova. You won yourself 325 fish. Great job. Who was that battled you? Was that JC? Number 10? Let's see what's number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Rosa. This, unfortunately, is probably one of the least used Avali I have. This one does technically have face tracking, but it doesn't work very well. I think it was like only half put together, and it has like the necessities to make it work right. I don't like it's like the camera is like really messed up. But this is one of my least used. I think he's really nice because he's like really fluffy. It was one of the first Avali to try and incorporate fluffiness to the character, because like Avali are actually covered in a whole bunch of feathers, right? But almost none of them really portray that, except for like the wings or the skirts and stuff like that. So this one actually tries to emulate there being little feather floofs all over the character. And it uses polygons to do this. It doesn't use a shader or anything like that. It's just polygons. There is one Speary. His name is Matt Key, if you've ever met him before. And he has a shader on his avatar that he is the softest. He's pretty too. He's a really pretty Avali. But he's got the shader on his avatar that makes him look so floofy. He's a Speary, but he's so floofy. He's so soft. His voice is really soft too. He's a beautiful bird. And he's just in general like really nice to be around.
Or rotisserie chicken.
All right, Creeper, you have yourself a going bean. See you again soon. I got to get going here shortly. I think I need to... I probably should actually close up shop right now, actually. Gloomdeer says, there we go. I suggest birdseed on your throne. All right, I'll enable that, and maybe next stream we can have someone do that. That'd be really cool. But I have a telehealth thing that I need to go to. So I need to close up shop here. I really want to thank all of you here today. You all have helped me get out of a little bit of a stinky mood here today, along with the treadmill as well. But you guys have definitely helped me get out of that. So I really, really appreciate that. I know, like, you guys say, like, I hope you guys get through your guys' day, but you have no idea how much you guys help me get through mine. So I always say it, but I always want to make sure that you guys know, like, yes, thank you so much for thank you guys for being there. You guys are awesome.
Wait, ho, before you go, do you and Smiley eat steak or rotisserie chicken?
We eat both of those. In fact, we're having I think they're both 1 pound steaks we're having tonight, both of us. I'm gonna switch to the Javali.
Ho, I caught a new fish. Leave this one alone, okay?
Okay, I promise. Hey, when we're done with stream, can we raid Gorgonzola? I would love to do that. However, I do like to know a streamer before I send people to them, because of the fact that I try to keep a certain vibe here, and there's I don't know how to say that without it sounding mean, but I try to keep a vibe going, and I find it hard to find that vibe with random people sometimes. Like, I can vibe with a whole bunch of people, but there's a vibe I try to keep in this chat here, and yeah, I don't want to ruin that. So I don't know who that person is, so maybe you can introduce me to them or something, or send me a link to them so I can watch them later.
Would you like to know what fairy I'm playing as right now?
Sure, let's hear it. Oh, yeah, I really need to get going. Yeah, Goofball Volley. Yeah, that's me. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me today. I really appreciate everyone for hopping on through today.
Hiyo, can we raid Coffendra_Sunclaws? C.S.C Marine GTJ 45M Tricat.
Oh, very cool. Here, let me see if I can go to Twitch here really quick from over here. Where's Twitch? Hiyo Twitch. Here's my Twitch. Where's Coffendra? Are they streaming right now?
Also have an amazing day, Hiyo.
Oh! What are they making? Turning my old parka into a crop top scale mail. Hey. A live stream. Let's see here. Can I copy this? How do I right click on controller? There we go. Copy. Go back to Hiyo Cheaty Bird. I know Coffendra, so let's do that. And then we need a keyboard. I think it's /raid space paste. Enter. There we go. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna go say hi to Kofendra. We don't necessarily have a like a raid message or anything like that. If we have a raid message, I would say just say hi in the chat. Just say hi. That's all I want you to do. Just let them know you're there. If you'd like to subscribe to them, they do all kinds of really cool stuff, and I guess they also create live creations. They're on camera right now, creating some chainmail, I think is what they're doing, which is really cool. But they usually make they try to make video games in Unity live, which is really cool. They're doing it for VR chat, I believe. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, they do all kinds of sorts of stuff. But today they're making chainmail. All I request you guys do is just say hi in the chat. Let them know you're there. Share the love that we have here on this channel over on their channel. All right? You too, JC. Have an amazing day. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks, everyone, for stopping on in. This is Hi-Yo Cheaty Bird signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Until next time.
Have an amazing day.
You too.
Sewing requires like 4 hands. If I had 4 hands, it would be so much simpler. You mentioned you were sewing stuff before? Hey Cheaty, what's up? Oh no. Thanks for the raid. I'm sorry, I'm silly today. We don't have the shout out thingy plugged in. How are you guys doing? Oh, here.
Oh, I'm still live streaming. How do I get over there?